Greetings, citizens of the world. Allow us to introduce ourselves. We are anonymous. This is a call to all the outraged people in Brazil and from around the world. The happening of the World Cup in 2014 was used as a justification for all kinds of atrocities, such as the forced displacement of thousands of families from their homes, the military occupation of certain regions in our cities, the persecution of critics and opposers of the event, and a security policy based on the extermination of youngsters in the suburbs. The event was not planned to benefit the population. It was not dedicated to Brazilian sports fans, and neither was it a spectacle for tourists visiting the country. The winners were not the Germans who took the trophy, but the corrupt, the contractors and FIFA, who profited millions in the most expensive World Cup in history. The public debt, hidden and reinforced by the generalized corruption in Brazil, is evidence that shows how decayed the state is, which only prioritizes the rights of the most rich, while systematically ignoring and downgrading its obligation to promote the basic rights of healthcare, education, housing and public services. The forthcoming of another mega event, the 2016 Summer Olympics in Rio, reignites the greed for acquiring public money through partnerships with the same big companies responsible for the renovations related to the World Cup. And in the meanwhile, it is evident how abandoned the rest of the population is. This is a precarious situation, in which we will not stand idly by. The bullying and neglect of this has led to public policies of ruthless urbanization. Healthcare and basic sanitation has had consequences as well, with thousands of cases of dengue, chikungunya and the Zika virus. Society responds in many ways to such a horror. Countless strokes within several public servers such as health, military police, and firefighters erupted in the state of Rio de Janeiro because of this Olympic farce. The Olympic Games, your delegations, media and tourists from all over the world can't ignore this carioca reality that isn't an exemption, but a constant. The state tries desperately to make up, conceal, and disguise the situation, and the shortfall in the public coffers caused by the event, in combination with the low global scenario of oil prices, would have ultimately ushered the erupting war we now have in the streets of Rio. But there is no trick, or cash, sufficient enough to silence the people and make this invisible, or minimally eatable chaos disappear. We have observed political authorities organize a huge circus for the Olympic torch relay in some cities of the country. We have also seen a spontaneous reaction of the population in trying to extinguish the Olympic torch, a clear demonstration of revolt against the realization of this mega event, and the whole situation of theft and violence by the state because of it. We have followed the political class using newspapers from traditional media to try to soften the impact of its crimes, not even being intimidated by the investigations that are ongoing. But so far, the people of Rio are winning. Therefore, we have been vigilant and we are here at this time to say that we will not wait. It is time to step up actions. We will react within and outside the network. We urge all Brazilian citizens, and also from abroad who come to Brazil during the period of the Olympic Games, to join us. It's time the people take control of their streets. We will act also through the internet, exposing scandals and knaveries of prominent personalities of our policy so that the world can see what we have been forced to endure. No matter how long it takes, no matter how many of us are mowed down by its repressive apparatus, we're not afraid, and neither should you. We will burn down their strongholds. We know what's going on perfectly. The nefarious political forces of this country rehearse one more desperate attempt to keep any international confidence that may still exist by conducting the Olympic Games in Brazil. We know that this event will not meet the real needs of the abject population, the poor, and those subjected to daily violence against the state. We cannot continue to be ignorant of all the obscure access agreements to social and natural resources within the boundaries of Brazil. The Olympics and the World Cup are integral to this conspiracy. We are not blind fools. We know that the extermination of the poor, black and indigenous people in Brazil are provided for the World Economic Programs for aid, that they don't fit on the agenda, and are discarded. A project where there is no room for everyone, when in reality it should be. Hence, to all Brazilian governors, know that the world will soon know of your coveting towards the natural resources in Brazil, regardless of which party you are in. Know that those below are at risk to your personal plans of illicit enrichment. So pay close attention, governors, congressmen and senators, who linger within corruption scandals. The beginning to your end has begun. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.